Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another review, and today we're taking a look at the S.H MonsterArts Godzilla 2017. This guy goes by a lot of names apparently. Earth, Godzilla Phyllis, Phyllis, Godzilla Young Earth, or whatever. I'm just gonna call it Godzilla Earth first release. So yeah, here we have this behemoth that is Godzilla Earth first release. And right off the bat, I'm gonna let you know, like, I really like this figure. Paint wise, I don't really like the paint scheme. It's painted well, it's just not it's just not a paint scheme I like. Detail wise, it's all looking really nice. It looks like wood, like tree bark. Let me bring them in closer. Probably won't be able to see anyways, but like, it's all really nice detail. And if you haven't noticed, he's set kind of far away, and that's because he's just really tall. I was gonna say, if you can see Shin on camera, but you can't. But this guy is actually in the pose he's in right now. He is standing a smidge, about the same height as Shin, maybe a smidge taller. And he's a lot beefier. Like, you can see, oh, he is one beefy figure. I feel like I've moved really quickly. It's only been 2 minutes. I don't know what to say. He's done in like a navy black with greens all over him. I saw a couple of reviews and they said that he had like dots. I'm not seeing any though. He had like dots here and there. Maybe I see some, but there's a few. It's not really that noticeable though. The spines, I'm not sure what color they're done in. They're like a glossy green. Doesn't really look metallic though. There's like some dust on them. Oh. Alright, so I guess let's do articulation now. This figure is gonna have a lot of gaps. Like, I'll let you know now. Like, so this is him looking all the way up. That kind of looks a bit uncomfortable, but he can do it. It's quite hard to get him to look back down. Come on. It's like the joint comes out of the socket or something. There we go. This is him looking all the way down, and as you can see, that there's a huge gap there. It doesn't bother me too much, like, because I'm not gonna have him looking down like that. But it is kind of an issue on a figure with this price tag. We'll get to that in a little bit though. He can look side to side very well, but again, you get a gap. Losing my voice. You get a not as big as before, but a gap there. You got his shoulders, they go up that far. Then they come back down. They can rotate, but it's kind of tough to get 360. You have to like mess with it a lot, but you can probably get a full 360. Do be careful with this little piece of plastic here, because it likes to go inside of the figure. Then you gotta like struggle to get it back out. I hear that's fixed in the second version of this figure. I'm not too sure. He's got an elbow swivel. Actually, I don't think that is a swivel. I think that's... Is it? I can't tell, but I think it is. Elbow swivel. His arms can kind of do 90 degrees. Or elbows. Kind of do 90. Kind of, sort of. This is them all the way down. They can rotate at this point as well. So rotation here and then here. Um, then hands are on a... What are they on? I don't know. They move a lot though. I think it's a swivel hinge, so then go all the way around, up and down, more down than up, but it is what it is. Legs can go out a lot, I'd say. They can kind of go forward. It's a bit hindered, but it can do it. And then go back a decent bit. Knee bend. Give me a second. Is pretty good on this guy. About 90 degrees, I'd say. I'm trying to see what else he's got. He's got like a swivel here, but on mine is kind of tight. His leg is like articulated weirdly because it's got like a joint here, so that allows like a pivot that way. And then he's got another joint at the bottom, which I think is a ball joint, so his foot will go that way back, this way forward. And then we get to the tail. The tail is pretty much, I think, jointed at every segment. Can't tell, honestly. Oh, bumped the mic. My bad. Let's just, for the sake of it, it's really good. It's pretty good. I'd say it's close to being on par with the S.H MonsterArts 202. His leg is going all loose on me for some reason. Good enough. Good enough of a pause. Oh, did I say his mouth can open? I kind of wish it opened wider. It is what it is. So, articulation-wise, I think this figure's pretty good, but the gaps kind of let it down, and these shoulder pits can be annoying. They can be annoying, is what I meant to say. On mine, his right hand, I know right from left, this one falls off a lot at the elbow. I don't know if that's just mine or if that's a figure-wide problem. But articulation, I'd say, is pretty solid nonetheless. Again, painting is great. What can we talk about now? Again, I feel like I really ran through this really quick. I guess let's talk about size. We talked about it a little bit in the beginning. Excuse me. This figure is quite big. So here it is with the NECA GMK. He towers above it. Here it is with the biggest NECA, the NECA 2003. He's still a fair bit larger than him. Here it is with the... Oh my goodness, my voice is just not cooperating today. The NECA Godzilla 2019 again towers over him. And this last comparison is kind of more for final thoughts talk. So this figure cost 9,936 yen, I believe, which is about 94 bucks, which is crazy to me considering he's massive. And a figure that is worth 90 bucks is here, 202, which, like, hold on, let me fix his tail, which is like, how are these worth about the same price? Like, I believe this was like a Japan only, so maybe that's why. There was a second version of this figure released with like updated paint, a slightly different jaw sculpt, the small ship accessory, and a small Godzilla accessory. That one says it was worth 120. I don't know, because it's not an official S.H MonsterArts site, the site I used. But, like, if it's accurate, and this figure was $90, 94, and this figure was $90. Someone explain it to me. And then on top of that, the reissue the following year of this figure was about 30 bucks more. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Let's get you out of here. Now, both of them are aftermarket now. This being a 2017 release, and then the one after being a 2018 release. They're both aftermarket now. So, which one should you get? I don't really know. I don't have the other one. But this figure, I think it's a pretty solid entry into the MonsterArts line. I quite like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me being like really fond of the design. I didn't like the anime, but the design I think is pretty solid. The paint is kind of lackluster, like I said before. The articulation, despite this figure having flaws with, like, you know, the pretty insane gapping and stuff, it's very well articulated, and none of the joints feel loose. Nothing like that, really. So I guess that's what makes it more enjoyable. This feels very close to like what a toy would feel, I'd say, compared to some other MonsterArts. So now, which version should you get? It really depends on personal preference. Like if you want accessories as well. This guy doesn't come with any. The other one comes with, again, like I said, a small Godzilla. It's about yay high, and a ship and a display base. They're whatever to me. That's why I got this one, just because I found this one for cheaper. So yeah, it's pretty much up to you. I'd say this is a very solid figure though. Like overall, in terms of like S.H MonsterArts figures, this is probably gonna be one of my favorites. I don't have many though. I will say that. Like I've got Shin 95, 02, Space Godzilla I guess kind of counts. So, oh no wait, I have 2019. What am I talking about? He's right there. But this guy is definitely one of my favorites. So if you can get him for a fairly reasonable price, I'd say go for it. It's pretty fun to mess with. It's big. It has presence. Like, even with this dark coloring, this guy has a lot of presence just because of how big and beefy he is, and I quite like that about this figure. And it's also just really fun to mess with. Like, the posing, nothing really falls off. Aside from his arm, occasionally, if you push it too far, I might tighten that, but it doesn't really need it. Again, posing can be difficult because of the gaps, but even then, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I just turn it away and from the gap, and it's fine for me. I mean, yeah, there we go. I don't know, like, I think this is one of the more solid S.H MonsterArts figures. So, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, do all those wonderful things you guys do. Comment down below if you didn't like my opinion, or if you do like my opinion, if you have this figure, if you have the new release. And yeah, that'll be it for today's video, guys. Peace.